Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. This is Tolu Sarah Johnson. Together, we're going to interview someone from heaven, and as normal, as pretty much happens most of the time,
Mm,
I'm not aware of who we're going to interview.
mm.
And when Tolu welcomes everyone, at the end of welcoming everyone, she's going to introduce us to who we're going to talk to.
Wow. Yes.
So I'll just hand you over to Tolu.
Thank you, Matthew. Wow. Hello, my darling treasure. I love you, Papa. Welcome you, Jesus. Welcome you, Holy Spirit. I welcome you, my darling husband, Ben. I welcome June, the boss lady, Daniel, the boss man, who again, Sharon, supporting me, and the 12 teams. I welcome you all. I welcome the inhabitants of earth and the inhabitants of heaven, and I welcome people I'll be watching this later, and especially I welcome Matthew's wives as well. We love you. So, who are we speaking to today? Matthew will be so excited. He will be excited for the person we're speaking with today because we're speaking to one of his wives.
Ah, are we?
Yeah. Oh, look at the smile on his face. Uh, so, can you guess which wife we're speaking to?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who you'd pick.
Try
Bethany?
and guess.
Be-
Uh,
Bethany?
no, no, it is Tiffany. We're speaking to Tiffany today. Hello, Tiffany.
Hello, my darling. You picked me above all the 13 wives, didn't you?
Yeah. Every time I think about, even though I'm so loyal to Bethany, but for some reason, my heart always turns towards you first, Tiffany. What have you done? Have you done some spell on me, Tiffany?
Yeah, could be. Could be the case.
Oh my God. I don't know why I'm so excited today. Did I have so much fun in heaven because I'm just so excited this morning?
Yeah, that could be the case. You probably
Hmm.
could enjoy yourself in heaven.
Yeah, maybe.
Did
Maybe. So
you
I still
did you read the two songs Matthew sent you?
just woke up. Martin knows that when I wake up, the first thing is just get ready for this. But I've seen it in my email. I've quickly glanced through the first one, which is from Ben. But I love to sit down properly and read it, which I don't always want to spend my time doing anything else so that I can give more time to this. So after the conversation, I'm going to have a look because I always love to receive some from Papa, my darling treasure. I'm bad, my darling bad. So yes, I'm excited, Tiffany.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy that you're happy. Matthew just wanted to know what you thought of it, but you haven't read it now already.
Yeah, he knows the rules. So I don't know why he's asking me whether I've read it. He knows that this is the first thing I get up to do in the morning. I think he forgets.
Yeah, Matthew's good at forgetting things.
Oh my God. So
That's
you
what
know
we
how
love
I
about him.
so you know how I feel when I tell you to go and listen to my songs and you just come, I've listened. Which one? I don't know. So you know how it feels now? So let me test you. Out of the three songs, which one do you like best yesterday that you listened to today? I
The
think I
one to
suspect the one you yeah, tell me. I know you the one you're gonna say. I think I do know the one you say, but if he
I'm going to have a look. Uh,
yeah, have a look.
the center stone mark in your crown.
Oh wow! I did not know that was the one you were going to pick. I'm shocked. Tiffany, that was Ben's. Okay, yes, I wrote that to Ben. Yeah, that was my song. Yeah, yeah.
What
You
did you
remember?
think? What did you think I was going to pick? What did you think Matthew was going to pick?
I thought Matthew was going to pick To Make God Happy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a very good song too.
yeah, yeah. My my mission.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I like all three anyway. They bless me in different ways. So sometimes it's difficult to pick one. So far, it blesses my heart. Tiffany, I'm writing songs for myself.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Do you think there's something wrong with that? Writing for myself?
No, that's all right.
Matthew?
You got a few subscribers now.
20, it was 25, then came back to 24. He's always doing this. Somebody's always making up his decision and getting to my channel. Say, oh, this woman is crazy. I better run. Run fast. Run, 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 run. So yes, I don't mind. Even if there's 0 subscribers, I could care less.
Did it go to
But
25 then back to 24?
yeah, yeah. Yesterday night when I was listening to a song, I saw 25. Then later on, it went back to. So there's always someone that changes their mind because Matthew, those new wine, they're very strong. They're very strong.
Having you married to God is probably too much for most people.
Yeah, people will think I am crazy. Yeah, but I don't mind. Leave me with my craziness.
Jeremy, Ron, and Megan probably don't think you're crazy.
But they've never accepted that one, what you've just said now, apart from Megan, all the other ones that you've mentioned. So, so Matthew, they carry doubt in that area as well. That was too much for them to process.
Do you think Ron doesn't accept it?
No,
He accepts everything of Matthew's.
Matthew, have you ever seen any one of their comment on that topic?
No.
Yes or no? Exactly. So you got your answer. So back to Tiffany, Matthew. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're
Wake
too
up,
you
wake up,
yeah,
wake up.
yeah, yeah. You're sounding too boring for me, please. I want to enjoy this conversation. So sit up and focus.
I'm sounding too boring for you.
Yeah, yeah, please. I want excitement in your voice. So I don't want any boring conversation. I want to enjoy my conversation with Tiffany. So sit up. So, Tiffany, my first question for you. When did you first realize that God wanted your friendship, not just your obedience?
He makes it pretty plain to you when you meet him. And I'm just I'm used to obedience. I'm used to obeying, and it's quite a different matter having the creator of heaven and earth wanting to be your friend. That
Hmm.
was quite surprising, and initially I ran away from that.
Wow, I'm still here, Tiffany. I just want to close my window. I'm listening.
Yeah, so initially that scared me a little bit, but I come to realize that he repeated himself and he reinforced the fact that he wanted to be my friend. So,
I can't believe you said initially you ran. What made you run?
just low self-esteem, perhaps. And yeah, Satan demanded things. God didn't demand things, and that was quite
Wow.
different.
Wow. It was too loving for you to be able to handle.
Yeah, yeah, he was he's gentle with me, and he had a neediness in him that required friendship, and treating him really nicely.
A neediness. Did you say neediness?
Yeah.
Eadiness or need?
Neediness.
Okay.
Yeah, he needed me.
Wow.
He made it clear that he needed my friendship.
Wow. You knew your struggles to getting close to God. Of course, those struggles have been taken away now. Everyone has got access to God, but you started that journey for us to start thinking differently. So once you saw him, this is a God you've been yearning to have a relationship with, then you met him. How did you feel when you met him initially?
I loved how he was. He just seemed to need me more than I felt that I needed him, and initially scared me a little and had me a little uncertain. But when I come to understand, he was just a little bit like me, not feeling worthy of love.
Wow.
Yeah, so it it went from being scary and worrisome to kind of cute in a way, the same sort of love. Matthew showed that he he was needy and he was someone who needed love, and he was good at expressing love and showing his love, but there was a sense of low self-esteem there too, and God had the same uh, heart as Matthew.
Yeah, because of course he's not been loved for so many centuries. So he must have felt maybe that's because he's not deserving of being loved. So that must have gotten to him. And when people come to him and turn their back, they don't come back. What do you think? Even though he's the God of heaven and earth, we are created in his image, and any human being would think like that. So were you surprised to see God in that state, thinking he doesn't deserve your love?
Yeah, it was surprising, and I had to come to realize why he was feeling like he is, and that's
Mm.
part of it, that he'd been rejected and not understood and not loved for who he really is for so long that he started to believe that he wasn't worthwhile.
Well, thank God that is in the past now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good thing. His
So now,
heart is getting better and better.
which is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's healing.
So what makes him feel completely safe with you?
He knows that I'm here for him, that I'm in his life for him, not to take, not to take things off him, but to love him and appreciate him for who he is. And I've expressed that so many different ways to him that he's come to really believe that that's the truth. And it's really helped recently over the last few weeks that many millions of people are coming to
Mm,
meet him and show him their love and express their love to him. And
yeah.
is being healed as people, meet with him and come back. It was
Mm,
it was the people meeting him and not coming back that really did the damage to his heart.
wow. Wow.
Many
Wow.
of those people aren't in heaven anymore. Uh,
Wow. Wow.
I I, uh, I can't understand why people would do that to him, but I can understand why a few people made it with the old process. The old process was the old and tired way of doing things, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that heaven reinstituted something new and fresh.
Wow. Wow. You said something profound there. That the ones that damage is at were the ones that keep going and living. And I don't know whether you've ever experienced you building friendship with people and they leave in you. I experienced it so many times on earth because I love to pour my love into people. Carry friends. I used to carry them so highly in my life, give them my time, give them my resources. And once you've done that, immediately they get what they need to get. They will persevere with your friendship till they get what they want. And once you've given them what they want and they assume there's no more value for you, they drop you. So I experienced this so many times. And it got to a state Ben had to say, Tolu, you need to stop hurting yourself. Step back. These people don't want to be your friend. They only need what you can offer them. And you're rather better without friends than having friends that will keep hurting you. So, of course, that made me lose trust in friendship altogether. Like, I will not invest my time into you now. On earth, it's very difficult for you to be my friend on earth because I know it's another waste of my time. So you understand where God is coming from. When people have done this repeatedly with him, and I'm sure some will persevere till they get what they need to get from him. Maybe they want to climb through the realms, and they try and develop that relationship to be closer. And the moment they get to where they are, what do? See you later, God.
Yeah, many people just seen him one time and saw him so sad, so they didn't want to commit themselves to seeing
Yeah.
him again and being with him when he was sad. But I saw him when he was sad, and I knew Matthew had a lot of sadness too, and
Mm.
I knew Ben to have sadness, and so I chose to stay, but I was one of the very few people who stayed at that time.
Wow. And that's one of the reasons why I love you, Tiffany, because your background was not in Christianity. You were coming from witchcraft. Your understanding of God is totally different, but you stayed. So what reason have someone that claims to be an evangelist on earth, that claims to know God, why would they tell me that it was too hard for them to be God's friend, so they step back? Why did you step in and they step back? It does not make any sense to me.
Ruth says Billy was all about show and pretense.
Wow.
He liked his public persona, and when his public persona uh, was shattered, and he actually had to do something for God and shoulder God's pain and grief, he didn't have it in him.
Wow. Wow.
And he thought that could be just private between him and God, that no one would find out that he'd
Yeah,
stepped
yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah,
he wasn't God's friend. He thought that could be just private, and
yeah.
he didn't like it when that was made public.
Imagine the children that God prioritized do not have time for him. That was the mistake he made. He prioritized the wrong children. The older brother that is so obnoxious, so selfish, could care less about what he thinks. How can you, like, I was watching one of the videos we did in this last one week, and Ben said something. Ben said, when you saw the God of creation shaking, it really in a bad state, you have to study him. I don't know. As Ben was saying, I was just got like tears was on my face. Like, do you walk away from that? So Ruth, why will other people walk away from that?
They're
Why
not,
didn't they stay?
they're not just comfortable with sadness and grief, and it scared them. And so many people are caught up with their religious views and their understanding that God's in control and God's all powerful and all knowing and all knowledgeable, and He's this just powerful God. And to see God diminished and sad and depressed was just too much. It was too heartbreaking for a religious mindset to handle, and it was different seeing God face to face in that condition, and there's a
Yeah.
difference between that and actually hearing about it. Uh, People didn't hear about it; they saw it face to face, and it was too much, too confronting for them. And then they had to make a choice: are they going to go and see God again, or are they just going to politely back out? And most of them, 99% of them, politely backed out.
So, Ruth, do you think it was easy for Tiffany to stay?
No, but then she's got a lot of grief and heartache and hard work in her past. And so she wasn't afraid of hard work.
So these people, they're able to get to REM 7 without not having any experience of headache in their life. That is why they couldn't withstand a sad God.
They just were selfish.
You got there. We got there in the end. No excuse, Ruth. No excuse. If you are in REM 7 and you're not close to God, you're a waste of space. Ruth, do you think sometimes there needs to be demotion? If you can upgrade, you can demote as well.
Oh, everyone's in a good position now.
Yeah, well, in future, there could be
You're a
demotion.
toughie. You're a toughie, Tolu.
Well, ask Jesus and ask Ben. Both of them made me this way. So I find it hard to be empathetic with people when it comes to God. Since the day I got saved, I said I gave my life to Him. It was my attention, even though I did it religiously, but I still had a heart for Him. Because what is the point of being in REM 7 and you can't befriend your father even when he was sad? You stay. The
Well,
one that stays.
most of the people that weren't obeying and
Yeah,
weren't performing aren't in heaven now.
that's good, but they are hearing
Yeah.
because they were selfish. How do people think that if they continue living God in that state, heaven will continue progressing? Heaven could have deteriorated. Heaven could have been destroyed totally because the one that owns heaven is not okay.
Yeah.
That should have been the first sign that this is danger. We need to help him. We need to surround ourselves with him. Then you now have the same people going every day. And the burden was not shared. And now you've got the children that you think never deserved him and they keep coming back. Ruth, isn't that jarring for you? That the ones that you think they don't deserve it, they're coming back. And the ones that thought they deserved it, they could not be bothered with how he cares or.
But that's a true story of the prodigal son and the older brother. It's the true story that people that were in the sheep's pen come and
Yeah,
ran to him and appreciate his love.
it's sad. When I watch some of the videos back now and hearing how sad he was, that's difficult for me to even listen to that. He's been in that state for centuries. How was he able to cope? It's
Barely,
really
barely.
wow. Wow. And then Jesus had to carry that burden.
The difference between me and Billy is I stayed.
Hmm.
I couldn't understand. I had many loud conversations and you could call arguments with Billy why he wouldn't go back, especially
Wow.
when you highlighted it on this platform. And yeah,
Yeah. Because the benefit of being able to be in a higher realm is because you've got a sense of maturity and you should be able to connect with God. You should be able to bear the suffering. You should be able to bear the pain. You can't say you love a God that you only want to see when he's happy. And when he's sad, you walk away. So people, yes, God is getting happy now, but even still, people should know that they will still meet him on days that he will be sad. But don't run away because of that. Stay. That's what a child does. A loving child. Just stay with him. Cry with him. Whatever you need to do for that, they do it and come back again the next day. That is what some people have done. That's what King Solomon, all of those people, they've done all their life. They kept staying with him, staying, coming back, coming back, coming back. So everyone can possess that qualities if you want to be selfless, regardless of wherever realm you are. Let's learn to be more selfless and love our Father more than we've ever done. So thank you, Ruth. It was good speaking with you. So back to you, Tiffany.
That was a good addition there, wasn't it?
Yeah. What do you think, Tiffany?
Yeah, I really respect Ruth. Ruth, Ruth. I didn't meet Billy, but I met Ruth
Mm,
before now, and I spent time with Ruth since Billy went to hell. I spent time with Ruth the first time Billy went to hell, and before he came out again,
yeah.
and we grew close. And she
Wow.
was lovely, and she was there for God, and she understood God, and she understood me, and
Mm,
accepted me despite my past.
yeah. Thank you, Tiffany. Accepting your past. How did you feel, Ruth, accepting your past?
Yeah, she was one of few Christians who actually did. She proved that she was different. She proved that she was different when she ran to Matthew and wanted to be one of his wives.
Wow.
And I truly appreciated that. She brought some real resonance to Matthew as a Christian writer. The fact that she'd read all of his books and was able to talk to him about it made Matthew really feel seen and understood.
Wow. Sorry, Tiffany, I'll be right back. A question just dropped into my mind for Ruth. Ruth, what was it like marrying one of the greatest men of God that people believe? Of course, that's what they will call Billy Graham. It's one of the greatest evangelists that ever walked the earth. What was it like being his wife?
It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of sacrifice. He was always traveling, and he was always out of the home, and he spent so much of his time traveling from state to state and overseas that it was
Hmm.
difficult to maintain a home and bring up children without their father being present.
Wow. So if he's done that, traveled, done all of these things for God, why did he struggle being his friend?
Yeah, the same reason why most people don't know God or don't have a relationship with God is just a concept to them, not reality, not someone they personally know or
Wow.
understand.
Wow.
The majority of Christians will never meet God, even including if they go to heaven. So many Christians just have no desire to actually know God. They've got a propensity for religion and to feel good about themselves, but they have relatively no interest in serving a God that they may have to surrender to.
Wow. I love that. They might have to surrender to. Thank you. Tiffany, why do you think people struggle with surrendering?
Because they've never been successful in witchcraft. That
Mm,
witchcraft is total surrender.
wow. Do you think that prepared you well for God?
Yeah, it prepared me to give my all and continue to lay down my life and surrender and But I reached a stage in heaven where heaven's system just wasn't working for me. And
Wow.
that's why I got desperate and reached out to you two to make a difference because, we had to listen to these messages every day and you're just banging on about Jesus and Christianity and Jesus' teachings. And it just wasn't helping me in any way. You laugh now, but it wasn't funny for me, darling.
Yeah, no, it's not funny for you, Tiffany, but that was the world me and Matthew understood. We were not in heaven. If you guys don't tell us where we're going wrong, we don't know. Tiffany, it was you guys' responsibility to tell us that. So well done, Tiffany, for doing that. Maya and Matthew don't live in heaven. And whether you like it or not, we see that preconceived notion of who God is or what heaven looks like from what we've read in the Bible or what we've heard from other books. When you read Kerr's book that is telling you about how lovely to have a big ice cream in heaven, to have all of that. What do you think? You just assume everybody gets to heaven and they become Christians, Tiffany.
Yeah, that was a wrong assumption, but that's what you believed, and you'd helped supported a heaven that was a bit topsy-turvy.
Yeah, yeah. The sad thing will have been, even though we are aware and we still ignore you guys.
Yeah,
Because that's what Christians were doing in heaven. It's like, yes, all of this new wine is coming in, but we're still going to stick to our old wine anyway. But me and Matthew tried to evolve. It was difficult, Tiffany. It's just like somebody coming to tell you that all the things you know about witchcraft, abandoning and just be a Christian.
yeah,
It's switching the mental model that you've grown with. It was difficult.
yeah,
So, but we persevered. And I'm glad heaven did not allow us to be aware of this from day one. We have to be gradually shown things. We can't know this from day one, Tiffany. So maybe that was why it happened that way. Because if you told me 2 months into this and said, no, Christians are not, I'll be like, what's she saying? So having that foundation, knowing a loving God, knowing the God I've met now is totally different from when you came in or interrupted the conversation. It was easy for me to see that yes, God is loving and God could allow all of this because of all I've known in that period before you spoke to us. So, Tiffany, we're sorry that that happened, but we were just bringing in our 2 loaves and whatever fishes that we got, just putting it, because it shouldn't be someone from outside that should have brought this message. It should be someone in heaven. This conversation should be happening in heaven, not from earth. Don't you think, Tiffany?
yeah, that's true. I agree with you, but I needed someone from Earth to break through because heaven is was uh, was like indoctrinated with their own stuff.
Yeah. So we're just at the beginning. We still have a long way to go, but the future is beautiful. And Matthew, stop yawning and
Up
maybe,
yawning.
yeah, walk a little bit to the toilet and come back. Go for a stroll.
You think so?
Mm. And wash your face.
To wash my face,
Mm.
to wake myself up.
Yeah. Welcome back. So do you feel better now?
Maybe a little.
Yeah. So Matthew, we only have 40 minutes. Put yourself together. Forget about how your body is feeling. Always bringing your best into these conversations, okay? That's so. As we continue, how did trust grow between you and God, Tiffany?
Time spent with him and the
Wow.
assignments that he gave me to do.
Wow.
He kept on giving me homework,
Mm,
yeah, to do. And as far as I know, he meets with people every day and gives them homework.
that's good. So if you can do it, do you believe anyone that desires to be close to God can make it happen?
Perhaps now it was harder before when he was depressed,
Yeah.
but perhaps now that he's happier and he's more awake and
Yeah.
he's more alive and he's responding better. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it would have been hard for people to deal with his sadness and his chronic depression that he had. Um,
Yeah.
but I knew I wanted to be close to him, so I was his friend.
Wow. So what advice will you give people that are just getting close to him now from your experience? Because you were coming from their background in a way, sort of way you never knew God either. You were coming from witchcraft, and people are coming from different religion now, and they are meeting him. What advice will you give them?
Ask plenty of questions, questions that you want to know, not questions that you think he wants to hear, not
Wow.
questions, not questions to impress him, not questions to make him think you're better. Questions that you truly want to know. Be honest with yourself and be honest with God. And if you're frustrated or you're upset or you've had a hard life or you felt that God was unkind to you, address those things, address those questions when you question Him. Don't be bold enough and be courageous enough to ask about difficult things, and
Mm,
find that He answers really well.
wow. Will you ever give up on him?
No.
And why did you say no?
Why? Because He's proven to have loved me and understood me in ways that no one has ever understood me.
Wow.
The
Even
more
in
I,
his
the more I tell Matthew, the more I feel seen and understood, and the more he asks me questions. And his conscious body doesn't know about witchcraft, but his body up in heaven knows about it. He's asked me plenty of questions. I've gone into a lot of detail with him, and you know what? A normal person may think that
yeah,
someone will shy away and
yeah,
distance themselves from you because you've told them the truth.
yeah.
Humbling, sad, disgusting truth about your life. It had the opposite effect on Matthew. I just felt that Matthew would understand, and he pressed into it and asked questions about it, and I was able to share my whole life with him. And the same was true with God, that he asked me questions and went into details about my life, and he come to understand me in a way that few people have ever understood me. Even God is as close to me as Victoria is.
Mm, wow. That's beautiful, isn't it? And what part of God's art took you the longest to believe?
It was hard to believe, uh, and this may be a surprise to you, but it's hard to believe that He was all powerful and He's got
Wow.
control, because
Wow.
I didn't see Him with control and all powerful.
Wow.
That may
Wow.
be something true of Scripture, but it certainly wasn't and isn't the God that I've met. So I've
Wow.
met a God that's vulnerable, that's hurt, that's struggling,
Wow.
that needs healing, and certainly not the biblical definition of an all-powerful God
Wow.
in control. So that's part
Wow.
of him that was surprising because I'd heard the Christians say that he's all powerful, and it's not the God I personally know.
Wow. I understand what you're trying to communicate, but he is all powerful. The only difference is that he allowed free will to take that away from him. He allowed his children to be unruly, to live whatever way they want to live. Love. He allowed love too much into him. And love actually sucked that power out of him because he forgot about who he was or who he is and got carried away. And in loving his children, in being there for them, being resilient for them. And what happens?
They destroyed him.
Actually, so he is so powerful. We just need to restore back into him. We need to wake him up, and he's waking up to realizing that, yes, I am the God. This is my house. I make the decision because we his children wrecked him. So the power is there. It's just like having a child that is so brilliant but was born into a poor family, so they couldn't send him to school. What happens? Even though he is brilliant, we will never know because there was no chance for him to be able to build that. So even though God was all powerful, that was taken away from him because of the kind of children we were to him, and because he kept loving us when he was supposed to step back and say enough. And devil knew that. He knew his strength, he knew his weaknesses, and did take advantage of that. Because he was an inside man before he became the enemy. He knew God really well. So, Tiffany, I understand what you mean. He is all powerful, but you couldn't see the proof that he is all powerful.
Yeah. I guess Matthew's sort of feeling in his spirit uh, underneath that I'm reading that Matthew's just tired. He's tired of the battle.
You mean then?
No, still now.
Why there's no more battle? So why is he tired?
No, it's just tired of continuing.
Continuing what?
The, turning up each day and trying to provide God answers.
No, Matthew, this is your journey, so you can't bloody tell me you are tired. That's what's the difference between you that get to REM7 and then think you've arrived? Would you like to have a son that says, I give up on you? Are you doing it for people or are you doing it for God? Who are you doing it for? And when you are tired, what will you be doing? Watching TV every day? Eating and watching? Is that a life you want to live?
I, I shouldn't get in trouble for expressing how I feel.
No, you get in trouble for expressing how you feel because there are some things that you shouldn't feel. Why will you get tired when we've been experiencing breakthrough? When you were supposed to be tired, you were not tired. So there are some thoughts you push back on, Matthew. We are leading these people listening to us, Matthew. So we need to be selfless and think twice before we speak. So, Tiffany, back to you. What part of God's art? Oh, sorry, you said it. What did God patiently repeat until it finally reached your heart?
That he loved me forever.
Mm,
That he'll always be here for me.
mm.
But he used to say that before he was restored, and it means more to me now.
What does it mean more to you now?
Because he seems like he's been restored.
Mm. Or is being restored?
I had trouble believing it before when he was in a bad way. I,
Oh, when he was telling you that he loved you, you had trouble believing that when it was in a bad way.
yeah. Yeah.
even though you saw him face to face?
Yeah. Uh, I guess I didn't think he'd be in a position where he could really help me when he was in such a sad and despondent way himself. And it proved to be true. But back then I had my doubts.
So now you believe his love more than ever before.
Well, I'm happy that he's getting better.
Wow. What have you discovered about God that only friendship could reveal to you?
That he's loyal. That he's
Hmm.
loyal to me. That he's loyal to his friends. He's loyal
Wow.
to the ones he loves.
Wow. Wow.
He's the first to share things with me before he shares things on earth in the testimony nights. Many times I've already heard the story because he shares good things with me.
Wow. When you were his friend and you're still his friend, but in the bad with the bad times, did you ever felt I've done enough now, I wanna leave him?
No, I'd never felt that because I just felt that there was a purpose for me meeting him, and I hadn't finished with what my purpose was. I felt there was a better end to the story, even though it looked grim and sad. I believed in a brighter future. Perhaps I hadn't been worn down by a couple of 100 years. Perhaps it was just new to me, so it was fresh. But
Mm.
I believed that we could make it through.
Wow. So do you think if you were in King Solomon's shoes that he has been doing this for long, will you still have stayed?
I'm not sure. I can't speak for what I would have done. I can just understand King Solomon feeling the way he does.
Because he's a true friend.
Yeah, I can feel him. I can understand him saying to you that it was selfish of you wanting God to be happy. You should just accept him where he is. That was not King Solomon uh, sharing any ill repute with you. It's just he didn't want you to get your hopes up, and I can understand how he felt because it was very disturbing to spend time with God and meet with him and then come back the next day and see no change.
Hmm. Every day, isn't it? Because he was depressed. And I don't know much about depression, but for people that know about depression, it's really a sad thing, isn't it? When I first of all met Matthew, when he's depressed, I can't talk. I can't talk. No. But of course, he's grown now. He knows that yes, I can be depressed and I can still talk. So sometimes it's what you allow yourself, how far you push yourself. You could put that self limitation. So maybe God put that self limitation on himself, saying, no, I'm not interested in talking to you guys. I just want to remain in this state because it's been there for so long.
Yeah, it's difficult to understand. He was pretty shut down. I've dealt with depressed people in my life. I've dealt with people in depression before, and God was in a pretty bad state.
Thank you. So how are you still growing after all this time? So how are you growing now with him?
I'm having fun talking to him, and he's meeting with him is full of testimonies. And sometimes I hear him tell me a story about a person, and I hear that person speaking the testimony time in
Hmm.
the stadium. But God just goes from one good story to the next, and he's quite happy.
Wow. So are you going to tell people, what are you going to tell people listening now in heaven from your own personal story about being his friend?
It's worthwhile. It's worthwhile being on God's side. It's worthwhile knowing Him, and it really counts for something when you're honest with Him. The more honest you are, the more frank you are with Him, vulnerable you are with Him, the better it is for you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. Has anyone got a question for Tiffany, Matthew?
Um, Julia says, did you uh, did 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 you ever get to a stage where you're going to give up? I know that's similar to Tolu's question, but I want to know. Sometimes I feel like giving up on life myself, and I just wondered whether you reached a stage with God in His depression that you felt like giving up. I think it's only natural for you to think that giving up is a good choice, and but I guess knowing God face to face and knowing His emotions and His thoughts, knowing what place He was in, it's really hard to give up on Him. It's like you got the hands of someone falling off a building, and they're
Yeah.
struggling for you to pull them back up onto a safe landing. It's like
Yeah.
you getting a tired arm and just letting go. This is all too much.
Yeah.
Quite horrific. And so, yeah, I didn't give up, but I pray for you that you won't give up. And
Amen.
I pray that you make it through whatever's hurting you at the moment.
Amen. Wow. Any other question? Maybe Evan or Hurt?
Jonathan in heaven says, uh, not so much a question. I just want to thank you personally, Tiffany, for being there for God and supporting Him and loving Him in the bad times and the good times. And it was fun hearing you today and hearing your honest answers. I know that transparency and honesty is one of the cultures of heaven, and it's really good to see you being honest and transparent with your answers. I celebrate you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Did you ever wanted to give up as well, Jonathan, on God?
Uh, no, not really. His answers fascinated me, and even in the depths of his depression, he still dug deep to answer my questions. I just was continually uh, asking nature, asking the universe to intervene for him. And I'm so happy that he pulled through and he's happy now. And he still answers questions really well. And I still continue to ask him questions.
Thank you, Jonathan. So, Matthew, I'm quickly going to part two, okay?
Yeah,
Looking at the time.
yeah, I am.
How long do you think we've got?
20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Mario. Mm-mm. So, hello, my darling treasure. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm doing all right. And that was a good interview with Tiffany, and I'm glad Ruth jumped in to answer some of the questions. I'm really
Yeah.
proud of Ruth. I know she'd be hurting about Billy go
Yeah.
where he is, but he's an example of all the disobedient children.
Wow. How did you feel listening to how bad your state was?
It was interesting to listen to, and I remember it clearly. I don't need to be reminded of it, and I get threatened by a voice that I'm going to go back to that state, and I don't listen to that voice, but it was quite concerning the state I was in.
Wow. 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 We'll be praying for you. It's good you said that you still feel a sense of, is it fear or doubt?
Trepidation.
Trepidation. Wow. Do you share that with those that are very close to you?
Sometimes.
So there's no difference between you and us.
None that you've realized.
My God. You're so how can I my tongue susceptible. Oh Matthew, you know what I want to say? So
Susceptible.
to the same thing we are.
Yeah, doubt, worry, fear, concern,
Wow. Wow.
compulsive thoughts.
Wow. Just like Matthew taught a few minutes ago. I didn't know why he thought I'm asking him question that he needs to tell me the story of his life. Not interested in hearing that. So it's just a thought that dropped in his mind and he allowed the thought to linger too long. So what do? How do you handle the thought? Do you just throw it out back? No? Do you refuse the thought? Reject it?
I speak it out.
Wow.
I confess it to my friends.
Wow. I just love your transparency.
Matthew's built from a good model.
Which model?
The real God.
Oh yeah, it's built from real model, but it gives up too soon. That's his weakness. So we have to keep dragging him into this. It's love, hard work. And I think that was the same challenge you gave your children, isn't it? They had to keep coming back, giving you positive words, confessions, but your mind was still thinking of the past. Matthew, why are you looking at me?
I was wondering what you're expecting God to say.
Yeah, whatever comes to your mind, whatever God wants to say, let him say it.
Yeah, well, Matthew struggles the same as I did.
He knows too much to struggle. He knows your state. He knows the assignment. He knows why he's here. He knows what we've done so far, the journey. And he knows we're getting to a stage now where things are getting better. So, not tenable reason at all for that. It's just a thought that came from the devil. Instead of him to reject it, spoil it out. Yeah. So you might say I am tough, but that's how I see life. I am sorry. Yesterday, my dear Matthew was still saying no self-pity in the message. So that's self-pity. Bloody self-pity. We've got to do the job anyway. You think I want to be here? No, but the job has to be done. We've been put in a situation that we've got no choice, Matthew. And whatever they need to do to break us to do this. So just follow the rules. That's it. So how are you feeling?
What's that?
I said, how are you feeling, my darling treasure? Matthew, I'm not speaking to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm doing fine. Everything's going along well.
So just to keep speaking to the ones that are really close to you, whatever is going on through your mind. It's still early days, so it's okay because you've been in that state for centuries, isn't it? So it will take time for you to win yourself off who you used to be before. But always know that I love you so much, and just like I said in that song, I'll always make you happy. I will try my best to always make you happy.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Thank you. Hello, my darling Ben. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm staying out of trouble.
That's Matthew, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Always,
it's just
always,
Matthew's vernacular.
yeah, staying out of trouble. So, how are you staying out of trouble?
Um, Not flirting with anyone.
Do
Um,
you flirt? Do you
no,
flirt before?
no, I'm just being a good husband, loving people.
Oh my God. I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening, Ben. I'm just laughing with what you've just said.
I got your attention, didn't I?
Yeah, you got my attention where you said no flirting. You know what you need to say to get my attention, don't you? Do you think I'm
Yeah,
do you think I'm a jealous wife?
yeah.
Ow.
Oh, you could be jealous.
Am I jealous? What do I do that makes me jealous?
Oh, you're probably not jealous, but if I flirted, you probably would be jealous.
Well, that's never happened on earth where you are on earth. So I've never been in that position to for you to see how I'm going to behave. But I know you've always been around women. I don't have any issues with that. So if that is flirting, I don't have any issues with that. So that's always been you. You always find it easier when you are not to communicate to women than men. So we used to go. Most of your friends are women or
Yeah,
equal.
yeah.
Which one? First or
Um,
second?
I have a lot of women, mainly Matthew's wives. Uh,
Oh yeah.
but but I've got Michael and John and your father and Bob and different
Other people as
women in
well.
my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Man, how do you cope every day in heaven?
I wait until I see you, and I do other things with Michael and John, and do music with them, and I do different things.
So you always wait to see me.
Yeah,
It's sad, isn't it? But it needs to be done. The job needs to be done.
yeah. Matthew forgets. You could say these are Matthew's words or my words, whoever you choose, but Matthew forgets what I do. So
No, no,
it's hard for him to say what I've been doing.
no, but somebody does something differently every day, isn't it? Doesn't have to be the same thing that was rehearsed yesterday. So, Matty, don't overthink it. Whatever comes to your mind, you say. Okay. When I say what have you been doing yesterday, might be you might do something different yesterday, isn't it? You don't need to do the same thing every day. So you're answering that question from a notion that Ben does the same thing every day. Does that make any sense at all?
Maybe not.
Exactly. But it's okay, Matthew. But I didn't even ask that question, did I?
Yeah, you did.
What did I ask?
What have you been doing?
Yeah, what have you been doing is different from what you're doing as a walk. It could be anything. I'm walking my dog. I've been having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. How are you doing, Manuel?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Mum. I'm uh, I'm keeping busy, keeping Vanessa busy, working with the Apostle Paul in
Mm.
classes with his wives. Um,
Wow. How are you finding that?
yeah, giving him feedback on his course and the
Okay.
different classes that his wives are teaching, and
Okay.
sitting in his classes and filling out feedback forms and giving him feedback.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, he asked
Isn't
me
it?
to do that for him, to sit on a few classes of each of his wives and uh, give my honest feedback to them. And he's got a number of people assessing what's been being taught, and he's happy with the results and what we've said.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
And are people understanding what he is teaching?
yeah. It's not a problem of understanding. He just wants to understand if the message is really a clear indication of the new wine.
Oh, I got you. Because that's a lot of changes for him as well. Everybody
Yeah,
has had to change, isn't it?
yeah,
How have you find the changes?
yeah. Good. He's doing a good job.
I mean, yourself.
Yeah. The new change is being understood. Yeah.
So you have not struggled with the idea
No, not
yourself.
really. Not really.
Okay. Okay. Why is that the case?
Because I talk to the Father and I know the message that He wants to communicate, and I talk to Jesus and I know the message He talked about in the parable.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
That's
they just want to know that heaven is an inclusive place now, and you don't get in through a certain religion. You get in through your heart.
yeah. Oh, I love that. You're getting through your heart. Wow, Emmanuel, that's profound. I love that. Someone needs to write a book on that, getting in through your heart.
Yeah, well,
Ac-
you seem to think it's an easy thing to write a book, and Matthew thinks it's a big thing. So that's the difference between you two.
Well, I guess I've exercised that. What do you call it? I've exercised that muscle of writing for so long that it becomes second nature to me. It's easy, not hard for me now. I don't know whether it was hard at the beginning, yes, but you're right. So, but getting in through your heart, that's profound.
Yeah,
We need to do more chapters on reframing heaven, me and Matthew, because there are things that have changed in heaven.
yeah,
Don't you think, Matthew? Updated version.
yeah. It'd have to be in new book 5.
Yeah, something like that. Are you up for that challenge?
Oh, yeah, possibly.
Possibly it's not a response, Matthew. Are you up for that challenge? Yes or no?
Yeah, one day.
That's still no answer. Yeah, one day, yes or no? I just want yes or no. I don't want any extra bit.
Yes,
Exactly. That's what a soldier does. We're in the battleground. If you slack behind, that's danger. You're in a danger zone. So, yes, thank you, Manuel. I love you.
I love you too, Mum.
Vanessa, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
That's good. Keeping busy
Yeah, always busy.
and staying out of trouble, like Matthew always says.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Vanessa.
It's good to talk to you, Mum.
I love you. Thank you. Hello, Daddy. How are you doing?
Hello, daughter. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Having a good time?
Yeah, having a good time.
Oh.
My wife gave Paul good feedback on the classes too.
So how is Paul feeling about that?
Yeah, feeling really encouraged.
Wow. You are going to the class as well, aren't
Yeah.
you? Or once in a while.
Yeah, I'm going.
Wow.
My
Thank
job
you,
is
Daddy.
my job is to be an encourager,
Mm,
encourage people.
that comes to you easily. You have always been an encourager on earth, so I don't see you struggling with that.
Yeah, it's my gift.
Yeah. Do you think I'm an encourager?
Yeah,
Am I an encourager to Matthew?
sometimes.
Why did you say sometimes?
Not all the time.
Yeah, I know. I just get fed up of preaching the same gospel every day. You know? Thank you, Daddy. I love you. Hello, Mama. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. I'm staying out of trouble.
Matthew again? What words of encouragement have you got for Matthew?
I keep pressing on, darling. Keep on rising above Satan's agenda.
Thank you, Mama. Victoria, how are you doing?
It's good to talk to you, Tolu.
Thank you. I always love to speak to you as well.
Yeah, I love you including me. It's like
Yeah.
serving dinner for me.
Seven
Serving,
dinners for you.
it's like serving me dinner. I,
Oh,
I join you and you and Ben and Tiffany for dinner most nights.
oh my God. I wish I could see you guys. Yeah, yeah. Do I behave well though?
Yeah, you do. You're full of encouragement, full of love.
Thank you. Wow. I love you, Victoria.
I dress up when I come down for dinner every night
Why do you dress up?
in a dress. I look nice with jewelry and I dress up,
Wow.
put on some
Wow.
perfume and look elegant.
Wow. Do we all dress up or is only you that dresses up?
Tiffany dresses up.
Wow. I don't dress up.
and Delilah dresses up.
Wow.
It's a formal dinner each night.
Oh my God. Oh, I just wish I'm in heaven now. Me and Matthew just wish that every day. Don't we, Matthew?
Yeah, we do.
We love you guys. Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
Hello, Tolu. How are you doing? I'm
I'm
doing.
doing well.
I'm doing good. You're
Staying out of trouble?
giving us plenty of music to play.
Ah, I'm giving you guys plenty of music to play.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm helping you.
Yeah, in a way, you're helping me. I like
Yeah.
to listen to your songs anyway, even if they don't play on the air on the radio.
Yeah. You love listening to it. I
Yeah,
wish I could listen to your song as well, Michael, but I can. So it would be lovely to hear the music, your music, Ben and John's music. That would be beautiful to be able to listen. But I guess I listen to them when I'm in heaven.
yeah.
Mm. Thank you, Michael. Love you. Corinne, how are you?
Hello, Tolu. How are you?
I'm good. Do you want to speak it to your husband?
I just want to encourage Matthew not to give up, and being sad doesn't get you anywhere. Being hopeful and loving and caring is the powerful thing you can do, and you need to stand up and fight back. Yeah, Satan didn't like your song that Ben wrote, and he's trying to get back
Wow.
at you.
Wow. 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 Thank you, Corinne. I'm glad I came to you. And thank you for encouraging Matthew. Wow. I love you, Corinne. Matthew, are you blessed
Yeah,
from what Corinne said?
yeah.
Oh, so you're smiling now. Wow. Which of your wives do you want to hear from again? We need to sow into your heart, Matthew. Your wives can do what I can do. You know, when I need to smack you, I'll smack you, but they can pat you at the back. So, do you want to call one wives again? Which one do you want to speak to?
Rachel, I,
Rachel.
I was known for making men happy in my profession, but I um I dedicate my life to making you happy.
Oh, Rachel, please don't make me cry, please. Who else do you want to speak to?
No, that's all right. That's enough.
Matthew, push through. Which name is coming to you? You need it. It's healing for your soul. So,
Patricia,
exactly. So, Patricia, what have you got for Matthew?
just listen to my voice. You can do this, Matthew. Just believe in me. Believe in what I know about you, and don't fall down in an attack, and just get up.
Thank you. Oh, I love you, Patricia. Is that Patricia?
Yeah,
That's so beautiful, Matthew. They're speaking so beautiful words to you. Jesus, how are you doing?
yeah. I'm doing good.
Have you got anything to say?
Just keep persevering. You know, I endured to the end on the cross, and it says in Hebrews, consider Christ who endured all for the joy set before him. So look forward to the joy and look to the purpose and look to what you're doing. And sometimes the enemy wants you to focus on yourself or focus on something he said to you, but it's more important to focus on what your loved ones are saying to you.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Mary Magdalene, do you want to speak into Matthew's life as well?
Yeah, just keep on being that treasure that you are. And I know that Jesus regularly looks in his music box, and today's just going to be another scene in there.
Hmm.
Time you overcome.
Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Holy Spirit, I say hello to you as well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm everything's going as well as planned.
Oh, that's beautiful. We love you.
Yeah, we love you too.
So, Matthew, you can close.
Radio, see you later, everybody. Thank you for listening.